Gronk Beach is back. The chain smokers. I grew up in the 70s where chain smokers was actually a thing. I think kids today don't know what a chain smoker was. Hey, kids, chain smoker means they smoke one cigarette and they light the next one with the last one. And that's how many cigarettes they are smoking all day long. And I know that because my father was one, and he somehow made it to 76 despite being in a bar all day long, smoking in the secondhand fumes from everyone else and lighting his next one with the last one. My dad, one of the original chain smokers. He definitely won't be at Gronk Beach for a variety of reasons, not the least of which he died in 1998. I digress. 97? 98. So anyway, Gronk Beach is back. Through all that, it took a very dark turn. Gronk Beach is back. Is Gronk back? He has recently said two things. One, if he comes back, he's playing for the Bucs. But two, he's not ready to commit to coming back. And that's fine. That's fine. Why do it now? Why put yourself through the offseason program, especially if Tom Brady's going to encourage guys not to show up for the offseason program like he did last year? Gronk will come back when Gronk comes back. They'll welcome him back. He adds to the team. He doesn't have to be there for the offseason program. He doesn't have to put himself through that. He'll be ready to go when the time comes. And for him, the time comes at the postseason. That's when he's making his bones at this point. Who cares about the regular season? Have him ready to go when it's time to get to the single elimination round and get back to a Super Bowl and try to win another one.
Definitely. I mean, it doesn't matter. You're right. Off season, who really gives a crap, right? I mean, it doesn't matter. For a guy like Gronk, you've played that many plays, that many years, that high of a level. It's like riding a bike for a guy like this. He doesn't need the off-season, OTA, 7-on-7 practice to be hitting on all cylinders when training camp comes around. But I will say, nonetheless, I'm a little shocked to hear him say it's 50-50. I am. I thought for sure when Brady was back, it would mean he was back for sure. The other thing too, Mike, is just, holy crapola. Gronk is still awesome. He's awesome. He's still one of the best tight ends in football. He is. He's still an unbelievable mismatch in the middle of the field for anybody that covers him. Even last year, you look at what he did statistically. 55 receptions for 802 yards at a tight end position. Holy cow, yards per catch. Let alone we know what a force he is in the end zone. And it was only 12 games he played in. So that's where I guess I'm a little surprised. And, I guess, Mike, I always have a little bit of that trepidation of, when a football player has 1 foot out the door, it's usually not good for a football player, but Gronk's a little bit of a different animal, and I don't know. I'm not as concerned about him maybe as I am other guys that would be saying this stuff.
Here's how else he's different.
Yeah.
He's full of crap a lot of times.
He is.
And he says things for effect. And I'm not making a judgment here, but how many times have we... he crosses the line from guy who's telling us what he really believes into entertainer who's kind of goofy over the top. His quote from this weekend, when they wanted him to catch passes at a charity event, I know if I started catching some passes, my head would start turning like, oh, crap, I got to get back out on the field. That's part of the gamesmanship. That's part of the Gronk being Gronk. So he's got a plan deep down. He knows what he's going to do. And I don't think we're going to see him back on TV. Remember when he had the 1 year on TV? I think he was wearing your suit from 2009.
It looked like it. Right.
He was like a little kid putting on dad's suit because he'd lost so much weight. And that was one of the big things when he came back. How long is it going to take for him to get into his proper playing shape? He was downright skinny in that year that he stopped playing, but he'll be ready to go. When Tom Brady activates the Gronk signal, he will be ready to go, and he will play for the Bucs, and they'll make another run at it, and they may win another Super Bowl by the time it's all said and done.
Yeah, you're right. Again, it's. I would think he's going to come back too. Why not? It looks like this will be Brady's last year. At least it seems that way. Why not give it one more shot? The Bucs are so good. You're still playing at a high level. Gosh, I would think part of Brady coming back was he would have thought, Gronk is going to be there too. Definitely. So it is like if he's not there, it makes you think a little differently of them because you go, okay, now they only got Cameron Brate. He's solid, but nothing special. We know, Chris Godwin's not going to be ready to go early in the year. That would be a blow to their football team to a degree to not have him out there and no Godwin, especially early on.
The other side of it, too, could be money. Just because Tom Brady has a contract that pays him $10 million and change this year and there's been no indication that they're thinking about giving him more money because they'd want more years, and I don't think he wants to do more years because he wants to go wherever he wants to go next year. I think maybe Gronk is thinking, hey, look at all the money that pass catchers are getting this year. Look at the tight end market. Look at what I can do for a team. You want to pay me, and who knows what they want to pay him, but I'm not doing any discounts. If you want me to come back and go through the grind of a football season, you got to pay me. Look at where the cap is. Look at where the money is. Look at the stadium. It's full. You want me to be part of this team, you got to take care of me financially. It's not worth it to me to do it for less than X. And maybe that's what he's waiting for.
I wouldn't be shocked.
You know, he doesn't need the money. We've heard time and again he's never spent a penny of the money he's made as a football player. He lives off of his non-football income. Why do I need to put myself through it? The physical risk, the toll, everything that goes into it. Why do I need to do any of that for less than whatever my hard floor is? That below that I just won't play. And when you're ready to pay me what I want, then I'll come back. That could be part of this.
I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, again, where the market is right now, and you know what was Gronk made $9 million last year, right? It was somewhere in that range, if I remember correctly. I would think he wants more than that, especially with the way he played. And then he's going to sit there and look at it and go, wait. Zach Ertz is making 10.5. He's not even in the same earth or planet as me. Taysom Hill's making $10 million as a tight end. He's going to look at that. Dalton Schultz. He's going to go, not only are these guys not all-time greats, they're not even as good as me right now this second. So from that standpoint there, I could see him drawing a line in the sand about the number he has in his mind as far as what he wants or expects to get from the Buccaneers.
I think we've kind of tripped on to what may be going on here. Not that he's going to come out and say it, right? He's not going to come out and say they're not willing to pay me. That's not his way. That's one of the benefits of being Gronk. You can kind of chuckle your way through whatever the real issue is, but why wouldn't it be a real issue? He wants a certain amount of money, and they either won't or can't give him what he's looking for.
Yeah, right.
And that's that. So
I would bet they're offering him $7-8 million a year, and he's like, "What? No way! I'm worth 12." I agree with you, Mike. To me, that would be the more that he's gotten wind of what they kind of want to pay him. So now it's 50-50. You know, if he got the number he liked, it'd have been 80-20. Yeah, I might come back and play. But he got a number that he didn't like to hear, and he went, I'm on the fence now. That would be my guess.
It may be the Buccaneers are just counting on Tommy to keep working on him, working on him, and working on him. To the point where he says, okay, fine, I'll do it. Fine, Tom. All right, let's go do it. And it may be one of those things where you just wait until we get closer to that point in time, that change in the smell of the grass in the air. It's football season. It's time for Gronk to go play football with his buddy Tom Brady. Yeah, they're not paying me as much as I want, but I still want to go do it, so I'll take your damn offer and I'll show up for training camp. That may be exactly what's going on.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.